I didn't know we were going to make it past day one. So what inspired me to start the company was that I got fired. I'd grown in my career to be a vice president of a commercial construction company. I had convinced Trish, who was a teacher, to leave her job and stay at home with our 17-year-old son that we found out that was on the autistic spectrum. I felt like, I had hit rock bottom. And I really felt a yearning to be able to be a great builder that was actually building communities that we lived in and I could serve. And I thought when we launched, it was going to be easy to get our first contract. It wasn't. One morning I was driving and I looked to my left and I saw a Target sign and it was under construction. And the guy that was doing the construction said, hey, Target's going through a massive retrofit campaign now. But then he said, it's some guy in Minnesota by the name of Dan Aarons, who, when I was coming up, Dan and I were young project managers. And I called him and he said that Target really wants to invest in local businesses. And he said, Thomas, if you are serious, I've worked with you, I've seen your work, I've seen your dedication. And so our first client, our patron saint, was Target Corporation. We were changing carpets, we were painting walls, we were renovating their bathroom, but we were working for Target. There were some other clients that helped us, clients like AT&T, McDonald's. These were clients in the early years that was formative to our growth. That was the turning point for us. And then I started thinking, well, man, how could we start to build something that was greater than ourselves? And that formed the vision of the Crowther Group. Another badge of honor for us is that when we won our first project with DHA, it was a ground-up project, it was an office building, it was our largest bond in company history, and there were some very sophisticated people behind that deal. And for us to go and win that job and execute that job at a high standard, it was so important for me. Our people really is my why. I want to make sure that, people that we bring into our fold and the people that we are building with and the people that we are growing with, they embody our core values and our family core values, and that they in turn can go and serve our clients and our communities with a spirit of excellence. Over the last 9 years, we have humbly 10x every 3 years. The numbers are getting bigger, the projects are getting more complex, the clients are getting more sophisticated. So we're bullish on the next 10 years of Crowther. We want our clients, both internally and externally, to know that if you are working on a Crowther project or we are aligned with you in the community, that we will be the protector of your brand and that we are grateful for it. And we will never take the opportunities that you give us for granted.